It's time for our September bullet journal setup. I'm using my minty green B5 Archer and Olive bullet journal with a jelly cover on it. Hey y'all, I'm Kate with Salty Katie. I run an online planner shop and make videos about planning, productivity, and organization. I'm so glad you joined me today. Let's start by running through our August spread super quickly. August was sort of a fail with regard to this bullet journal. I'm going to try one more time in September and then change up my strategy if it's still not working. So let's go ahead and fill out our behavior/goals spread. The question at the top is your behavior helping you reach your goals? I find this list super useful for a quick reality check. Are the behaviors I'm engaging in actually helping me reach my goals or not? If you've never done this before, this is maybe the most useful question you can ask yourself when you're trying to achieve your goals. Is it helping you or not? So let's skip right over that weight loss log and move on to intentional thoughts. If you're anything like me, your brain takes off and leaves you without you even knowing what's going on. This is a list of intentional thoughts that I can use to calm myself down and get refocused. Super useful. This first one says, I am patient. Couldn't be any more of a lie, but I'm working on it. Let's move on to our feeling like shit spread. If I get up feeling bad and I'm not as productive in a day as I think I should be, I feel bad about that. So rather than do that, I make a list of activities that I can engage in that are not as energy draining and I can probably get done even if I don't feel all that great. That's the point of this spread. I should probably make a mixed drink to this list. The next is just a simple reading list with the book name, author's name, and whether or not it's an audiobook. I've been listening to a lot more books lately than I've been reading. So here that list is. So now let's take a quick look at why August was such a big fat fail in this bullet journal. As you'll see here, I got 10 or 12 days into the month and then just stopped tracking. It's so desperately hot, I barely worked out. I stopped doing yoga the minute I put in this yoga log, and then I also stopped my sleep tracker less than halfway through the month. The cleaning one went okay though. So let's go ahead and start putting in some new collections and then we'll set up September. I've got my clear matte stickers here and I'm just going to set up a quick to-do spread because I think that'll help me to be touching the journal on a daily basis, which is super helpful if I'm supposed to be tracking on a daily basis. Next is a couple of super quick lists for meal ideas on one side and snack ideas on the other. I expect this to help me when I'm getting ready to do my grocery shopping. I order all my groceries online and sometimes I sit in front of the computer and think, what am I going to make this week? So I'm hoping this will help with that. All of these meals and snacks are calorie controlled, sort of. They're on the lower end of calories to help me maintain my weight loss. One of these items is cottage cheese. People seem to have a love-hate relationship with that. Drop it in the comments below. So our next spread is called In Pixels. I thought about just doing a simple mood tracker for September, but I really like how the pixels work and when you see it across the months. But these pages are so big, I thought, why not do in pixels for the rest of the year and then also do a word of the day every day for the rest of the year. Again, encouraging myself to use this bullet journal daily, which is kind of the point. What I'm looking to do here is just get a snapshot of my mood, the most prevalent mood for the day, and then also to get a word that describes either something that happened that day or how the day went. I find that super interesting to look back on, as I've done sort of word of the day spreads in other bullet journals before. And instead of drawing every single line through here, I'm going to use a pale gray marker to make it look sort of like a check register, so you can distinguish between one day and the next. So here that is, and I just love how that gray and white looks. So the next is a super simple wish list. I'm going to write down things that I think I want to buy and then give myself some time to decide if I actually need that or if I'm just, a greedy hoe. Okay, so let's go ahead and start setting up our September 2021 trackers. I'm going to fight a little with this big old sticker and finally get it off. I'm going to go ahead and put both of the trackers on one page this time instead of two. These pages are so large, you can fit so much on them. I'll never get this book used. Anyway, so I'm going to put these two trackers like I did last month, tracking the same things. And then if I do not use these trackers again for September, I am dumping them and will not be putting them in my next month's setup, because it doesn't matter how many you set up. It matters what you actually use to track and whether you can get good, useful information out of that, or if you just don't even do it like I did. So I'm primarily looking to track here physical symptoms, headache, tiredness, depression, anxiety. I'm looking to track how many hours I slept, whether I did any exercise, how my mood was, that kind of thing. And what I'm looking to do here is kind of keep a handle. If, let's say I had 8 or 9 headache days in the month, that's going to be something I need to address. Whereas if I just had 1 or 2 headaches, then, that's not really out of the norm for me, so it's all good. That's what I'm looking to do with this type of spread. So let's move on to our next set of spreads. The first is my September run log. So you saw my August run log, and it was, let's just say, pitiful. It has been so painfully hot here. I just let the heat run me inside this month, basically. It was just awful, and I let it beat me this year when I really shouldn't have. I'm hoping to be able to get back into it a little better in September, although the weather is really not going to be any better. I'm looking at the next 2 weeks forecast, and it's mid-90s in the afternoons, which means it's going to be high 70s and 90-something% humidity at 6 o'clock in the morning when I go. So, oh man. I'm looking here to track my runs, my time, my pace, my mileage, my mood after the run, and any notes I have to say about it. I always feel better after I run, and so I'm trying to keep that in mind moving into September. And again, I'm using my gray marker to delineate the days. Our last spread is a little more fun. Let me fight with this giant sticker. It is my planner plans for 2022. I'm looking at the A5 Hobonichi Cousin, the A5 Slim Jib-On Techo, some new pens, a new color code. This is my favorite time of year when I get to gather up my goodies for a New Year's planner setup. So let's run back through our spreads here and just see what we've got. I need to fill out that index. So here's our behavior, our goals, our weight loss log, our intentional thoughts and our quotes, our feeling like shit and reading lists, grid cheat sheet and a page I'm currently ignoring. There goes those unused August trackers. More unused trackers, although that cleaning one did get used. Here's our new to-do lists, meal ideas and snack ideas, our in pixels, which I can't wait to see, our wish list, and then our trackers for September. Here's hoping I use them. Y'all let me know if in the comments if you've ever set up all this crap and then never touched it like I did last month. So thank y'all for joining me. I hope to see you back here on the channel again next Sunday. Bye y'all. Appreciate it.